Okay, good morning guys. It is the 18th of July, it's 6:45 in the morning. We had a good overnight bus journey down to our next location. Actually slept on the bus, which is surprising because usually I can't sleep on things like that because of engine noise and motion, but slept really well. We're now at our hotel base in a place called Peru, and as you can see by the map here, we're at Lake Titicaca. The plan for today, we're going to go and see the world famous floating reed islands of the Urus people. Then we're going to go to Amantani, where we're meeting a local family and we're going to be staying with them overnight. And then tomorrow morning we're going from Amantani over to Titicaca, which is another island, so having a little walk around there, explaining about the learning about the community there, and then gradually back to Peru and then back to Cusco, and then eventually after that on to the hotel. Alright, so we're just getting ourselves ready. I will catch up with you when we're en route to the Urus Islands. See you in a bit, bye!
Nosotros vamos a estar 1 hora y 40 más o menos, y luego nos vamos a la isla de Amantani. After that we are going to go to Amantani Island, from Urus to Amantani. But before to go to the big lake, we are going to make a small stop of the 3 minutes, because our friends, they have the overnight that in the peninsula. ¿Ah? Mis amigos de Alemania tienen una noche.
Wow. So here we are on Lake Titicaca. And just in the distance above the reeds, you can start to see the start of the floating islands of Urus. This is where we're heading. Beautiful views. Back to Peru. So here we are on one of the reed islands of Urus. It's funny, your feet do sink a little bit, maybe a couple of inches with each step, but you don't feel like you're going to fall into the water, which is good. See, looks like we're going to get a demonstration from one of the local people. Lovely. Catch up with you in a bit. Bye. So the guide was saying that the islands are made up of Totora reeds, and the white parts you can see at the end, which are the stems you can actually eat. They are a nutritious food source for the people. I will update you when I have more history about the Urus. See you in a minute. So the guide was just saying that the reeds are actually a good source of iodide, which is useful in the body. He was also saying that the Urus people first arrived at Lake Titicaca in Peru 1500 years before Christ.
Maria Luisa to join like this. This root with the other root is growing, and then in that 2 or 3 years it will be only one plant. Esta raíz con otra raíz van a empezar a enraizarse y luego van a ser solamente un bloque. Like this. After that they will throw layers of the reed. Luego van a poner capas de totora. Por ejemplo, María Luisa está haciendo una pequeña maqueta para nosotros. Yeah? First layer in that position. Second layer in the other position. Approximately 2 meters of the root. 1 meter of the root. This island has approximately 3 meters. 1 metro de raíz, 2 metros de totora. Aproximadamente el espesor de 3 metros. 3 meters of that. This island that has 3 meters. But my friends, now this island is safe, because this island has approximately 30 years. Esta isla tiene aproximadamente 30 años. Y la nueva isla es difícil de caminar. New island is difficult to walk. Yeah, but this island has 30 years. But we can't make the house here. No podemos hacer la casa aquí. ¿Por qué? Why? Because my friend, here is wet. If you sleep here, well, suppose you can sleep. 1 week, 2 weeks, 1 month, you are going to have the problem of the arthritis. Because it's wet, es húmedo, es mojado esta parte. Es por eso que ella lo tiene que poner una pequeña base para la casa. Need to put the base and first the kitchen.
As I was just saying, the guide was telling us that the Uros people first arrived on the lakeshore at Peru 1500 years before Christ. They were eventually forced out to the floating islands, or to make the floating islands, when the Spaniards arrived. The Spaniards wanted to use them to work in the silver mines over in Bolivia over that way, and they didn't. So to protect their family, they moved and created some islands 15 kilometers out. But now the islands are 6 kilometers because basically of the weather phenomenon El Nino. A bit further out where the islands used to be, the water can be a bit like an ocean. So they moved to a bit closer, 6 kilometers to the coast, to protect the community. One thing they were saying was that in their culture, up until the children go to secondary school, that there's a primary school on one of the islands, but once they get to secondary school, then they have to go to the university mainland in Peru. Now we're going inside one of the huts to see what it's like. Catch up with you in a bit. Bye. And this hut's called Mariella. She was saying that 4 people live in here. Her husband, she's got 2 babies. One is 3 years, one is 3 months. There's one of their TVs. But as you can see, not a very big space for 4 people, but 2 people really, and 2 babies. But it's cosy. It was cosy. Just tasted some of the reeds as well, and to me it tasted like very watery, very not watermelon like, but you know, could taste the moisture. It's very interesting. Let's continue. So we've just left the island of Suchimaya, and now we're on one of the traditional Totora reed boats. You can see the 2 operators here doing it by hand. And we're going to go on to another floating island now, which I believe is the capital of the floating islands. It's the biggest island of the lot. The guide was saying as well that for the Uros Islands there's about 100 islands, and there's actually 23 families, I think he said, overall. And what they do is for the tourist visitors, they do a rotational system. So like one day they'll do like the north lot, then the next the west lot, and that way it gives each family an opportunity to earn some income, earn some money, which I think is a very good idea. And the mountains you can see in the background here is actually Bolivia. The border crosses Lake Titicaca, and that's the Bolivian side. Anyway, we're on the way to the largest island and the capital of the Uros Islands, so I'll catch up with you when we get there. Bye. Suchimaya, the island we just left, apparently was been floating for 30 years. What's interesting with the Uros Islands is they're actually anchored in place and to each other by use of a long stick, which will go down to the lake bed, and with plenty of ropes. Otherwise, if they weren't to anchor it to the seabed, because they're floating, they may well end up on in the morning. They may well end up on the Bolivian side, which obviously can cause a problem if they don't have a passport, of course. You can see they also use modern speedboats as well. So, but obviously they get lots of income and they're able to afford that kind of thing. But just want to give you an update on how they stay in place, that they're rooted to the lake bed. Right, let's continue. Okay guys, we're back on the main boat. We've done the Uros Islands, so we're now on the way to, or very soon we'll be on the way to Amantani, which is the last island of today. It's the one where we meet the family, and we'll be staying there the night. It's going to take probably about an hour from here to get to Amantani, so I'll catch up with you when we get there. See you in a bit, bye! Okay, just a quick update guys. I underestimated how far Amantani is from the Uros Islands. It's actually going to take 3 hours now, so plenty of time to relax and just chill before we get there, but I will, like I say, I will update you when we're on the way or when we get there. Alright, see you in a bit, bye. So welcome back, guys. We made it to the island of Amantani. We've met with our local family who's going to be looking after us. We've reached the accommodation. Here you can see back out onto the lake above the hut, the mountains just behind, and here's our accommodation. So we're up those stairs, and my room is the one in the corner, just in the middle, just there. As you've seen from the pictures you've seen, what the inside's like. It's nice. Hello.
Hi, I'm Sasha.
Nice to meet you, Sasha. We're going to relax now and then probably have a lunch with the local family. Alright, catch up with you in a bit. Bye. Okay, we've made our decision. We're going to go up to Pachamama, meaning Mother Earth. It's the highest point on the island of Amantani at 4,148 metres. And over here, if I zoom in, that land in the distance that you can see is Bolivia. Right, let's continue on. Okay, we made it, guys. Here we are at the highest point on the island of Amantani, Pachamama, at 4,148 metres. You can see the temple behind me just here, and if I do a quick panorama, just absolutely beautiful scenery all the way around, as you can see, all the way around. Okay, we're going to relax here now, take some pictures, and then we're going to head back down to the family and back down to the settlement because it's, at 8 o'clock it's party time. I'll catch up with you in a bit. Bye! Okay guys, welcome back. The time is about 10 to 10 in the evening. We've just gone and got back from the party, which was really good. Bit of live music, lots of people dancing. I didn't dance myself because I didn't feel like it's the kind of music I could dance to, unfortunately. But I still enjoyed it, it's not a problem. Had a few beers. Yeah, we're just going to bed now, and then wake up call tomorrow morning at 6:30 when we'll be going on to our second island on Lake Titicaca. So I will see you tomorrow on the 19th of July 2018. See you later, bye!